Well, hello, Bob Dendry here, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. So I hope you enjoyed the first few episodes. I did record them together, so I was sort of putting the horse before the cart a little bit there. The cart before the horse, whatever. Anyway, we're back in our zoo today, and I think we're going to start off with sort of heading towards a bit of a themed area. And I couldn't think of a better area to have than a nice Australian-themed zone. You know, Americans love Australians and I assume Australian animals and stuff, drop bears and all that. So I think we're going to jump in and we're going to sort of set up a little bit of a theme, sort of developing from probably over here and sort of maybe around the back of this little hilly spot we've got here. So first of all, we're going to get our nice big wide path and try and get a nice sort of a, yeah, something like that. And I think we'll have sort of a bit of an overhead sort of thing that will welcome people to the Australian area of the zoo. So I'm going to go ahead and sort of get that made up and ready to go. So we're going to start with sort of probably some wooden posts here. And we'll get the sort of a bit of a superstructure on top, I think. Nice. I like that. It's not done yet, obviously, but I can imagine as you're walking through this, this is Australia by Midnight Oil would be playing. Link in the description and probably top right for that one if you've not heard the song before. Yeah, I think that looks really cool. I'm not sure tamarind trees are Australian, but they're in there. We're gonna, why not, do it. Okay, so now we need to start deciding what our first little enclosure is going to be in our Australian part of our zoo. And I was thinking we'll go with something, again, from the aquatic animal pack, the platypus. Very interesting animal, the platypus, which I'll have a chat about as we build the enclosure. At least we'll have a chat about it to my knowledge of it, which is still probably limited. But yeah, hopefully we can get a nice little habitat down for it. If we look at platypus, I think they're a really interesting animal. Now, part of that reason is they're what is called a monotreme. You may or may not be familiar with what a monotreme is, because there's only two sort of types of monotreme. Oh god. It's going terribly. There's two types of monotremes in the world. You have the... Well, I think there's like four in actual fact, but you've got the platypus, and you have a number of varieties of echidna. Monotremes are I guess they're sort of in the way that marsupials are separate to your placentals. So placentals being, well, humans, and I think most mammals you would classify as placentals. Then you have so placentals, which, you know, they give birth to live young. Marsupials give birth to sort of quite undeveloped young, which which they will, spend most of their sort of first months in a pouch. And then you have monotremes that lay eggs. They are mammals that lay eggs. That that is fascinating. And it basically means that there's only 4 types in the world. Now, what I find really interesting about platypus is that they're actually venomous. The males specifically have a venom, how would you say, venom glands, and they actually have spurs on their hind legs that can inject, or pretty much inject this venom in you if you happen to threaten it, or if it feels unsafe or whatever. And it's supposed to be one of the most painful experiences. So first of all, it's not deadly to humans, but it's supposed to be one of the most deadly things a human can experience if you believe what people say. And I think there's a case of an Australian Army veteran that basically was trying to help a stranded platypus and managed to get punctured or whatever, managed to cop this venom spur, and 15 years later was still having some pain when doing things like wielding a hammer or sort of fairly normal around the house type stuff. So it's interesting, and don't mess with platypus, I guess you could say, is really the answer. But yeah, so, and that's why I was like, I don't know if you would actually be being in an enclosure with these, like it said you might be able to be. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Oh, good. Because it doesn't seem like it's the best idea, to be honest. Don't know about you, but I would certainly not want to be on the receiving end of a platypus spur, regardless of how damn cute they are. Ah, look at that. That's what I was wanting. So we're going to obviously extend the habitat a little bit further, so they've got lots of solid ground to be on as well. So we really do need to deal with this. This is a big problem. So what is the current complaints? We need to make sure our animals are lovely and happy, and obviously they're not right now. So hard shelter continues to be a big problem. Obviously we've got big numbers of capybaras, so our current hard shelter is obviously not enough, and we probably need to get some heaters in as well, because they were not liking that snow at all. So we might get an old-fashioned just regular hard shelter in here, like one of these, which will hopefully give them that extra shade that they need to be happy. Pop that in the ground a little bit. Nope. Try that again. And we will get some bedding down as well. Okay, how are we feeling? Animal's not in his ideal temperature. We'll also get our trade center animals and we'll get them released as well. Oh. So we've got a disease one, obviously, which we can't release. So we'll keep him nice and comfy in the care of our zoo while we care of our vets while we wait for him to recover. Okay, I'm going to extend this a little bit so that we get some, hopefully some additional room for our platypuses to stay nice and healthy and happy. So we'll get that out of the road there. And what important alert requires my attention now? Okay, yes, we do need to get some vets over there. Absolutely. So we might need to hire in a couple more vets potentially. Oh, and we need to research Campylobacteriosis. Oh no, we've already researched it. Okay. So do we just need some more vets to be able to help out? We'll get a couple down, and hopefully they will look after that for us. Okay, but yeah, let's get this habitat ready to go. We'll also need to get water treatment over there as well, as we know. It's hovering. And it's time to hopefully get some platypus in our zoo. So we'll just get two, I think. We'll... Oh no. These are expensive. Damn. Okay, so we'll have to buy one as well. But that is okay. I think that'll be fine. So we'll head over to our trade center and we will get them out into the out into their new enclosure. While that's happening, we might get some guest facilities and stuff down. So we might get a animal talk point down over here. Should allow our a educator to have a chat, and we might actually get maybe some seats over here as well, because I think this would be a popular talk. I think the platypus is really cool, and I think they would, or guests would really love to learn about them and see them. Okay, here's our first platypus. Now, I didn't actually want... Yeah, so what do you need? So social, obviously, because your mate hasn't arrived yet, I don't think. Oh, they're on their way. That's okay. Space. Insufficient area or crowding issues. Really? That's interesting. I didn't expect that to be the case, to be honest. But we can potentially reduce the water area here. Because they apparently... Okay, we need a little bit of a ramp for them to get down into the water. Fair enough. I'll quickly pause, and we might do a bit of editing of our terrain there. So we'll get rid of that, and then we'll sort of have a bit of a ramp going down. That was not what I wanted. It's probably actually quite high, to be completely honest with you. I wonder if they can get to that now. Possibly. Okay, perfect. So we've got enough water. We've got more than enough water, but we need some more land for them. We might try and sort of halve the amount of water we've got. And yeah, add some more land instead. For some reason there's this little hump here that won't go down. I don't know why. Okay, how is that? What do you think of that? Okay, welfare is a little bit better. Terrain. Okay, so it's good. Well, we've got just a little bit low on the the land area, and we also need some hard shelter. Okay, so what I might do, I might just push this terrain, push our fence out just a little bit longer, and just see if we can get some have some luck with that. So maybe just 4 meters or so. And just join those up. And what do they think of this? Where are they? Are they having a little swim around? Yeah, they are. Very cute. Okay, nice. So we've got our area all sorted out. We just need a lot more sand, a lot less grass. And really that is pretty much it. Okay, so they do need a bit of hard shelter. What do they like? Animal burrows. I was going to say, I feel like they definitely burrow hay. So we'll get a couple of them down. That should hopefully handle the requirements. Yeah, perfect. Cleanliness is a little bit low. What's wrong with it, I wonder? Not sure. But they need a bit of enrichment as well, so... And there you have it, our nice little basic platypus enclosure is all done. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so you get a ding to your device the next time I post a video. You can find links to my social media in the description, so please get on there, like, subscribe, follow, do all that wonderful stuff. You'll also find a link to my Discord. If you want to join the conversation, hop on there. I'm always happy to have a chat. You'll also find a link to my Buy Me a Coffee should you want to give something financial to the channel. But until next time, I'm Bob Dendry, this is Planet Zoo, thanks so much for watching, and goodbye.